Very next hand we pick up pocket aces in the cutoff. We haven't seen aces or kings all day after being dealt several hundred hands in the longest cash game session that I've ever played while vlogging. The straddle's on, under the gun +1 limps in, a pro in middle position raises to 100. After being down huge the entire session, we're up a good amount with a chance to add to it. I raised to 300. This would be a fun time to see a limp 4-bet from under the gun +1. It doesn't happen, he folds. The player in middle position looks like he's considering 4-betting though. Instead he calls. Since we've got two of the aces accounted for, it's more likely our opponent has a middle to high pocket pair. We're heads up in position. The flop comes Jack deuce deuce with 2 spades. We've got the ace of spades. As long as the middle position player doesn't have pocket jacks, we should have a commanding lead. The opponent checks. There's not really anything to worry about. I down bet to 230 to keep in as many combinations from the opponent as possible. In the off chance that we're up against a flop full house, the small bet allows us to keep the pot more manageable while we retain control as well. The opponent calls. He could still have a number of worse pocket pairs or other combinations that are drawing slim. The turn is the queen of spades. We pick up a flush draw, but it's not significant since we already beat every other 2-pair hand anyway. The middle position player checks. I don't like seeing the queen out there for a variety of reasons. In a 3-bet pot, it's more likely that the opponent could either have jacks full or now queens full. But even if the opponent doesn't, worse hands like 10s, 9s, and 8s are all downgraded to 3rd pair. Plus, the opponent would have to be worried that we could have a flush in addition to full houses, over pairs, and top pairs. There just aren't a ton of worse hands in the opponent's range, but I'd be willing to call a bet, and we might be beat, so I check back for pot control and to induce bluffs. The river is the 6 of clubs. It's a blank. The opponent is grabbing chips. He goes with a fairly big sizing in 900. We're mostly just beating bluffs, but we played the hand passively post-flop, and our hand is under-repped. With the ace of spades in our hand, we don't need to be too concerned about being beat by a flush. If the opponent doesn't have queens or jacks, we should have the winner. I call. It's not too surprising to see that the opponent flopped a full house with pocket jacks. Our check on the flop saves us money. I show that pocket aces get cracked in back-to-back hands at the table to lose a few very big pots. For about 30 seconds, we had a nice profit on the session and some wiggle room, but we lose the majority of that immediately. We're still up, only barely though, and I don't want to risk booking a loss after how hard we fought for a win. It's time to rack up.